So welcome everyone. Today in this session, we are going to have a look at the IFT examination 2022-24 form filling. Quite an easy form. We should not take more than 10 to 15 minutes to finish this off. Firstly, the notification for IFT, which is out, it was out on the 2nd of September. It's now open till 15th October. And during this time, you can fill up the form and make the payment for NCOBC category, general category, and EWS. It's 2,500 rupees for the form filling, and SC, ST, transgender, and PWD, it's 1,000 rupees. Now, it very clearly mentions here that from 17th of October to 26th of October, there is a correction window during which time you can also edit your application. Admit card date is not yet announced, and 5th of December is the examination. That's right after the Sunday after CAT, and it's a 2-hour exam, and exam starts at 10 o'clock and it gets over by 12. Now, if you go through the website of IFT, ift.nta.nic.in is a place from where you will actually start filling up the form. This is given. This link is also given on the IFT's website. You can go there, and on the right hand side you'll see that link. Once you get into this website, the most important thing is to look at the brochure which is given there. So information brochure, please do download that brochure. Quite a detailed brochure. You'll see a lot of detail about the NTA, the examination, the mode of exam, pattern of exam, exam centers, and quite a lot of details, including annexures which are given there. I would suggest you all to go through this before you fill up the form. Right, this will give you a lot of clarity about what to fill, what not to fill, and it has also taken you through a form filling detail of what to fill in each of the areas. So if you have any confusion, fall back to this and have a look at this. So let's go back and let's click on this blue button out here and start the form filling session. Now, once you get into this form, the first thing that you see is sign in form here, but you cannot sign in unless and until you are registered for it. So you'll go here and do a new registration. Once you do that, you will get into this page. Now here again, they have given you the download information bulletin. So you can download it from here too. And it gives you the entire detail. It tells you what all needs to be uploaded and full detail. So you can see there's a scan photograph required, a signature required, certificate of reservation required, and the details of the photographs and the certificate and the signature is also given to you. So please read through, pretty much comprehensive. Once you have read through this, you need to click on this and say that you've downloaded the information bulletin, this one. So I'm going to do that, and then click here to proceed, and you get into the form. Now, this is the registration form, which is the first part of the form. There are 4 parts, as you can see here. You have the registration, the application form, the document upload, and finally the fee payment. So the first part is registration, simple form. You have the candidate's name, father's name, mother's name, date of birth, gender, type of identification number, so on and so forth, which is basically nothing but your ID. And then you have the address details. So I'm going to fill this up. So I filled the name, the father's name, mother's name, date of birth, and I got put my gender there, PAN card details, and then the address details. Once you've done that, it'll ask you whether your permanent address is same as the present address. Mark it if it is so, and then you go forward and it'll ask you for a password and confirm password. So put your password there. Details of the password is already given, so you can just check that. And then along with that, you need to also put a security question and a security answer. So once you have done that, you can enter the security PIN and submit this form. So once you have done this, you have this review page coming up where you are asked to check whether everything is fine. So when you go there, you can see your entire form there now. You can just scroll down, see all the details, and then see whether everything that needs to be checked is all correct. Check it off. If it's correct, submit this finally. So this is what you need to check, and this is what is crucial. Make sure that all this is correct and nothing is wrong here. And once you've done that, you just do the final submission and your registration is done. Now, once your registration is done, you'll get an application number. So note this number down somewhere, and you can use this number whenever you are signing back to your form. After having done this, so your application number will also be shown here, right? So after you have done this now, you can go ahead and complete the application. So you have the application form to complete, upload documents, and then application fee to be paid. You can also see all these details here. Once you click on the complete application form, it'll again open up the entire application form, which is the second part of it, this part. Once you have gotten into this part, you need to fill up all these details which are not filled up till now: nationality, residence category, if you belong to the PWD category, and the place of interview. So I put there as general and no, and Chennai and Delhi here for my place of interview, and the campus preference. Campus preference is going to be Delhi followed by Kolkata, because Delhi is a higher ranked college. So obviously you want to put that as your first preference. Once you have done this, you can move forward. But I'm going to also show you what will happen if you choose a reservation category here, because if you choose the reservation category here, it says, let's say NC, OBC, or general EWS, or SC, or ST. You will also be required to upload a certificate at the end of it. So I'm going to choose this so that you can see what kind of certificate is going to be uploaded. So here I have chosen that, and I go forward, and it says you are applying for IFT MBA IB, and then you can choose 4 cities. So I've chosen Chennai, Vellore, Puducherry, and Bangalore. And once you have done that, you can just fill up your 10 standard marks. So passed, year of passing, the examination, which board. It asks you whether it is CGPA or percentage. If it's CGPA, put it as CGPA, and it'll calculate your CGPA after you have put in the maximum grade point and the CGPA obtained. Same you will do with now 12th. So I'm going to fill up the 12th, pass 2002, class 12, Central Board of Secondary Education. I put percentage here. So what happens is 500 is the maximum, 450 is what the marks obtained, and this will become 90% automatically. Similarly, for your graduation, you can put it as appearing if you are going to finish off your graduation only next year. In which case this is going to be 2022. So I've just put it as BCom here, chosen the university, and the result mode will be shown as blank there, because there is no result that you need to put if you are appearing in the examination. In fact, if you put the graduation detail as passed, then in that case, you're going to put the detail here, and then you name of the examination, the board. So I've chosen others here. So if you put others, then it'll ask you for your university name, and then the result mode, percentage, and then the total marks, obtained marks, and it'll calculate the percentage for you. And then you go ahead, and if you have the post-graduation details or the professional qualification, you can add there. Employment details, if you're unemployed, you can leave it as unemployed. If you're not unemployed, and if you are already having some kind of a work experience or have worked before, you can put the detail of your organization here, the sector, type of organization, your designation, nature of duty, from when onwards you have started working. There is no last date of work experience given, so I put this as 31st of December as the last date. Make sure that if you have not done any professional qualification or post-graduation, mark it as not applicable. So I've marked this as not applicable here and here too. And then once you have additional experience, you can click on this add row and then add work experience that you want to put in. Once this is done, you can just fill in the security pin, and then you can just go to the review page, check whether everything is okay, and you have to check all these things. So check it out. And if everything is fine, you can just check box the I agree, and then finally submit this. So it'll show now that your registration form is completed, application form is completed, and then the next part is the upload document. So you can click here and move on to the upload document area. You go there, and there are 3 things now I need to upload, because I need to upload the photograph, the signature, and the category certificate. Details of all this is given here, and it's very clearly mentioned. So just go there and upload it. So I've uploaded all the 3. And once I've uploaded all these 3, I can just click this upload button here. And once that is done, it will show uploaded document. Now again, fill in the security pin and submit this. And that's the final submission. And once it's submitted, it'll say document uploaded successfully. And press the OK button, and then you can go and make the fee payment. Now the fee payment details are given here. So you have to pay 2,500 rupees as your fee here. So now go on, and then you can proceed for payment. Once your payment is done, your application is completed. So that's all that is there in the IFT form. IFT dates, as I said, is right after the CAT examination. So we will get back to you with IFT strategizing sessions, and how to look forward to the IFT examination, and what kind of mocks and how many mocks you need to write, and when you need to write, and what other preparation is required for IFT. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.